what are the equations? X minus 4y plus 7z is equal to G. 3y minus 5z is equal to H. Minus 2x plus 5y minus 9z is equal to K. So it's not constant, it is consistent. I think a student asked about this. It is consistent, not constant. That means it has a solution. Therefore, consider augmented matrix 1 minus 4 7 G. There is no extra term. 0 3 minus 5 H minus 2 5 minus 9 K. Okay, and now convert into echelon form. This is already 0. So 1 minus 4 7 G 0 3 minus 5 H, and multiply this with 2 and add 2 minus 2 0. Multiply this with 2, that is minus 8 plus 5 minus 3. Multiply this with 2, 14 minus 9, that is 5. Multiply this with 2, 2G plus K. So here, what is the operation we have applied? R3 implies R3 plus 2R1. That is the operation we have applied. And see next one. 1 minus 4 7G 0 3 minus 5H. And see here, so we should make this 0. Just add these two rows. 0, minus 3 plus 3, 0, 5 plus minus 5, 0. This is 2G plus K plus H. 2G plus K plus H. And now what is the question? The system has a solution. The system has solution means first one, it may have unique solution. For that, rank of A is equal to rank of AB is equal to number of variables. But see here, these are all three zeros, and therefore rank of A is 2 only. So here, rank of A is equal to 2 only. And now system has no unique solution. But given that system is consistent, consistency means it has solution. That means it should have infinitely many solutions. So for infinitely many solution, what is the condition? Rank of A is equal to rank of AB is equal to number of less than number of variables. Already it is rank 2. Therefore, its rank also should be equal to 2. Okay, and therefore for that this entire row must be equal to 0. Then only rank of AB is also number of non-zero rows, that is 2. That means this must be equal to 0. Therefore, 2G plus K plus H is equal to 0. Okay, na?
Say, if they will ask that how to do this by Cramer's rule, then what to do?
No, don't worry about the procedures, Akash Kumar. So always
say if you want to do so.
So they in the competitive examinations they won't ask like that. Okay.
So, but if we want to do so, then which condition should we take?
So delta, if you try this delta, this is always 0. So if you expand this 15, or if you do this one also, you will get 0. So delta is 0 means no unique solution. And therefore for infinitely many solutions, all the remaining also must be equal to zeros. Therefore, you have to make the remaining determinants must be equal to zeros, and you have to discuss further. That is a difficult one.
Okay, sir. So, and last question, sir. Question number 20 in page number 267.
What is that?
Page number 267.
Page number 267.
Question number 20.
Question number 20. If the system of linear equations ABC are non-zero real numbers has more than one solution, Akash. What is meant by more than one solution?
So it can have infinite solution.
that means it should have infinitely many solutions. So same problem, same model. So everybody do that problem now. I will do that on the board. So you do that problem in your notebook. So without seeing this, you do that one. 2x So don't see the board. So don't see the board, you do the problem. And now tell me, so first of all, everybody lower your hand. Now raise your hands if you did this problem. So without seeing this. So how many did this problem? Raise your hands. So only Sai Charni, only 2, Bhanu Teja, 3, Vishnu, 4, Varun Kumar, 5, Shivasai, Puneet, Nikhil, Rishikesh, Madan, Varun Kumar, Nikhil, so Amareswar. So very few, only 10 members. Actually, how many are there? So more than 125, 130 students nearly. But only 10 students did this problem. Why? See this one, this is a standard model already I told you. So do every problem that I have given. So in every competitive examination, entrance examination for engineering, so definitely they will give a question of this model, whether homogeneous or non-homogeneous. See, consider the augmented matrix. So it is better if there is 1 here. Even though there is no 1, we can do this. Now we do that later. But see, just we can interchange these two. So third row and first row are interchanged. That is, the operation we have used is R1 and R3 are interchanged. So 1 comes here and 2 goes there. And after that, what are the operations? I have to make these 2 elements zeros. And therefore, R2 implies R2 minus 3R1. R3 implies R3 minus 2R1. Okay, and therefore you get two zeros. And now this must be non-zero. Yes, non-zero. And now using this, just simply apply the operation. R3 implies R3 minus R2. So this becomes 0. This also becomes 0 simultaneously. And now from this we can conclude that rank of A means number of non-zero rows 2. System has solution means it has infinitely many solutions. So rank of A must be equal to rank of AB, and hence rank of AB is also 2. So number of non-zero rows must be 2 only. Therefore last row entirely it must be zeros. So it should contain all zeros in the last row. That means C plus A minus B is equal to 0, or C plus A is equal to B. Okay. Okay, and then see students, here even though there is no 1 here, we can do the problem actually. See, this is also an important operation. We can combine two operations here. What are those operations? Suppose I can make this 1 by dividing it 2 also. Then you will get 1. But here you will get fractions. So that calculating fractions or simplifying fractions is somewhat difficult. That's why I don't go for that. But see, I can use this operation to make this 0. See what operation I am applying. This is 2R2 minus 3R1. See, up to now we didn't apply this operation, but we can do. We cannot do this operation in determinants. See the difference. Here, what is meant by this? We combined two operations together. First of all, what I did is I multiplied second row with 2. That means 2, 2, 3a. It is 6 minus 2, 10 2b. 1 minus 3, 2c. Okay, and after that, I applied the operation R2 implies R2 minus 3R1. And therefore, 2, 2, 3a, 6 minus 6, 0, and minus 6 plus 2, minus 6 minus 2, minus 8, minus 9 plus 10, that is 1, and minus 3a plus 2b, and 1 minus 3, 2c. But so combining these two operations, here only I can do. That is 2, 2, 3a. Multiplying this with minus 3 and multiplying with this 2 and adding. So minus 6 plus 6, this becomes 0. Minus 6 plus 2, this becomes minus 4. See, here also, oh, no minus 4, not minus 4. So is there any problem here? So this is minus 6. Oh, this is minus 2 now. So this is minus 2. So this is also minus 8 and minus 9 plus 10, that is 1. See, this one is 1 and minus 3a plus 2b. So minus 3a plus 2b. So you can combine these two operations and write at a time like this. This you can do in matrices only, but not in determinants. Why not in determinants? You know, you are applying this operation means you are multiplying a row with a non-zero number means you have to multiply, you are multiplying entire determinant with the matrix. That means you have to apply, you have to write another operation like this into 1 by 2 and into 2, and you have to do like this. When in the determinants, even though in the determinants, suppose there is 0, the determinant, suppose you are doing the problem with the determinant is equal to 0, then no problem, you can write like that, because by cross multiplication 2 into 0 becomes 0. Okay, right, keep it in mind. So you can simplify the calculations like that, 2R2 minus 3R1. And similarly for this what? R3 implies 2R3 minus R1. 2R3 minus R1. That is 2 minus 2 becomes 0. Okay. Next. Madan.
Sorry, sir, low, far to lower end.
Okay. Shiv Kumar.
Sir, page number 267, 23rd, sir.
Page number 267, 23rd.
Yes.
An ordered pair alpha comma beta for which the system of linear equations one plus alpha into x plus beta y plus z is equal to 2 alpha x plus 1 plus beta into y plus z is equal to 3 alpha x plus beta y plus 2z is equal to 2 has a unique solution. So what is that? It should have unique solution, right? And see, it is a non-homogeneous equations, isn't it? It is a non-homogeneous equations. Then how to get that unique solution? See, 1 plus alpha beta z 2 and alpha 1 plus beta 1 3 and alpha beta 2 2. So this is the augmented matrix. This is the augmented matrix.
Sir, first row.
And see, so it should have unique solution.
Sir.
It should have unique solution.
Sir.
So 1 plus alpha beta z2
Sir, sir.
You will get minus 1 and you will get 1. You will get 1 minus z. Is it 1? Why it is z? There is no z now. So 1 only. See once again 1 plus alpha beta 1 2 alpha 1 plus beta 1 3 alpha beta 2 2 and this is 1 2. See once again, this is minus 1, 1, 0, 1. And this is minus 1 and 0. And this is 1. And this is also 0. Okay. But we have to make them zeros now. So, this process. So we'll go for determinant method. So what is the condition given? Is it equivalent to any solutions?
Unique solutions.
Unique solution. Okay. Unique solution. Right.
Sir, you can interchange these rows, no, sir?
Okay. Then I will do another thing. So I will interchange the rows so that I will get 1 here. So minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1, 0 here, minus 1, 1, 0, 1 here, 1 plus alpha, beta, 1, 2 here. And now I can make this 0 easily. Okay. Minus 1, 0, 1, 0. Just subtract 0, 1, minus 1, 1. Right. And now multiply this with 1 plus alpha. Right. R3 implies R3 plus 1 plus alpha into R1. That is minus 1 plus alpha plus 1 plus alpha cancelled. That is 0 here. And 0 into anything 0 plus beta only. Plus 1 plus alpha into 1 plus 1 0 into anything 0, we'll get 2 here. So this is the next one. Okay. And after this, there is one here. You make this 0. That is, R3 implies R3 minus beta R2. Minus 1, 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, minus 1, 1. Minus beta plus beta, 0. And this one, 2 plus alpha minus beta into minus 1 plus beta. And this is 2 minus beta. So write this one. So determinant means quotient matrix. That is 1 plus alpha beta 1 and alpha 1 plus beta 1 and alpha beta 2. So its determinant should not be equal to 0. So you get that easily now using this. You need not go for equations. So no doubt equations is the standard one. Remember, rank of A, B and number of variables procedure is the standard one. So for every problem of this type, you can go to that model. But sometimes you can do those problems easily using this determinant also. So 2 plus 2 beta minus beta, that is plus beta, minus beta into 2 alpha minus alpha, alpha plus alpha beta minus alpha beta is equal to, not equal to 0. It should not be equal to 0. And expand this 2 plus beta plus 2 alpha plus alpha beta minus alpha beta. These two are already cancelled. Minus alpha not equal to 0. And alpha beta cancelled. So 2 plus beta plus alpha not equal to 0. See, we easily got this using the determinant process. That means, so no single procedure is good one to do problems. Sometimes it is better to use rank method, sometimes determinant method.
Okay.
Okay now?
Yes, thank you.
Akash.
So after getting alpha plus beta is not equal to minus 2.
Right?
How we got fourth option, sir, then?
Because in the fourth option, alpha plus beta not equal to minus 2.
Okay, sir. Sir, but with one condition, how can we say, sir?
What one condition, Akash? So you will get so many values for alpha and beta. Whenever alpha plus beta not equal to minus 2, that will give you unique solution. The alpha and beta are not unique.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Akash. Suppose you take both zeros, no problem. 0 not equal to minus 2. So if you put alpha is equal to 0, beta is equal to 0, definitely you will get a unique solution. Okay. So in the first three options, alpha plus beta is equal to minus 2. So you should not take that. If you take them, you will get determinant is equal to 0. Therefore, it may be unique solution, it may be infinitely many solutions or no solutions. But whenever this happens, then only you will get unique solution. Right? And any more doubts, students? Actually, there are two methods. There are two models I didn't touch because they won't come for our objective examinations. Actually, we can discuss those models at the time of our board examinations. Actually, for matrices has in second year for CBSE. For CBSE, matrices is in second year. But for intermediate students, for Telangana and Andhra Pradesh intermediate students, you will have in your first year only. Not only that, very, very important and easy topic for IPE to get good marks, because it contains some 25 marks or like that. Okay, so there are two models. One model is, suppose A is equal to 2, 5, 1, 3. What is inverse of this matrix? Anybody tell me at once? What is inverse? What is inverse of this matrix? So it is easy. There is a direct formula also for 2 by 2 matrix. Pritham?
Sir, 2 minus 1 minus 5 3.
2
Minus 1
minus 1
3, sir.
3. Is it true? I will ask another one.
Sir, 2 minus 1 minus 5 3, sir.
Okay. So 2 minus 1 minus 5 3. Then
Yes.
again I will ask. Even then, Snehita. Snehita,
Yes, sir.
is it correct?
Yes, sir.
2 minus 1 minus 5 3. Okay. So if it is the correct one, so see students, so you don't miss the opportunity to verify the examination. So suppose your memory may be less, or you may do some calculation mistake. So don't depend on them. Whenever you have the facility to verify, definitely verify. If at all it is A inverse, A into A inverse must be I, isn't it? So I'll multiply. That is 2 5 1 3 into 2 minus 1 minus 5 3. 4 minus 25. So minus 21 minus 2 plus 15, that is 13. 2 minus 15 minus 13 minus 1 plus 9 8. Now is it identity matrix? Is it identity matrix, Pritham? Is it identity matrix, Snehita? Now we'll ask another one. David. David.
Sir, 3 minus 5 minus 1 2.
So 3 minus 5 minus 1 2. Is it okay, David Reddy? David.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Why? What is determinant?
Identity matrix, sir.
So determinant is AD minus BC. Actually,
AD minus BC.
that only this is only adjoint A. Of course, here it is A inverse also. What is the direct formula? A is equal to ABCD. Then, if you want to write adjoint A, this is the matrix D minus B minus CA. Or if you want to write A inverse is adjoint A by det A. So 1 by AD minus BC into adjoint A, D minus B minus C minus A. That means you have to interchange these two numbers. So keep these numbers here only and put another minus. So this is A inverse. This is the formula. Of course, using that formula, you can write that in just within 5 seconds. That A inverse is because determinant is 1, no need to write that. That is 3 minus 5 minus 1 2. Okay, but okay, in for competitive examinations you can simply write like this. For objective examinations, what he will ask, not for object, for board examinations, what he will ask is find the inverse of the matrix using elementary transformations or elementary operations. Find the inverse of this matrix. So what you have to do is, first of all, write A is equal to A. No problem. A is always equal to A. And in the next step, write A is equal to IA. No problem. A is equal to IA only. Okay. Right. That implies, now write this A 2513. Write this I 1001, but don't write this A. Simply write A like that. No change in that. Okay, and now what you have to do is you have to apply only row operations. Listen, only row operations. Suppose you want to apply column operations, then what you have to do is you have to write A is equal to AI. A is equal to A means 2513 is equal to A into 1001. Now you have to apply column operations here. But if you want to use only row operations, write like this. And what you have to do, ultimately what you have to do is, finally, you have to make this as I. So whatever may be the operation, row operation you are applying on this matrix, you should apply that same operation on this matrix also. Therefore, when this changes to I, this also changes to something, some matrix into A. And see, the problem is over. So A into B or B into A is equal to I means this must be inverse of A. So this is the procedure for the board examination, in particular for CBSE students. You have that model. So what is the procedure? So take A is equal to IA and write this A element wise 2513. Write I as element wise 1001. But don't write that A. Simply leave like that. And now this implies, and now change this to I. How to change this to I? So it may be 1. If it is 1, then it will be better. I will do one thing. Interchange two rows. 1, 3, 2, 5. And remember, you have to apply same operation here also. 0, 1, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, that is the first operation. After that, you should make this 0. That is easy. R2 implies R2 minus 2R1. And what is that? 1, 3. And 2 minus 2, 0. And what is that? Minus 6 plus 5 minus 1. Into, don't forget to apply the same operation here. Students generally miss that and they will lose the marks. See, here this operation you have to apply here. First row does not change. And minus 2 into 0 plus 1, 1 only. Minus 2 into 1 plus 0, minus 2 only. Okay? And after that, it should be 1 only. That is easy. So divide. Second row with minus 1. 1, 3, 0, 1. And apply that operation also here also. Minus 1, 2 into A. And final operation, this element must be 0. Then you will get like just unit matrix. And for this, you have to use this element only. You have to use this element only. So R1 implies R1 minus 3R1. Yes, minus 3 plus 3, 0. And therefore, second row won't change. Minus 3 into 0 plus 1, minus 3 plus 3, 0 is equal to, don't forget to apply the operation here also. So, second row does not change. And minus 3 into, sorry, what is this? R2, isn't it? Right. So, minus 3 into minus 1, 3 plus 0, that is 3. Minus 3 into 2, minus 6 plus 1, minus 5 into A. It's over because it is I is equal to something into A. This something must be A inverse. So A inverse is 3 minus 5 minus 1, 2. See that matrix 3 minus 5 minus 1, 2. So just write this one example. Using elementary transformations, find the inverse of A is equal to 2, 5, 1, 3. So in the afternoon session, in the PPT session, you will get some of these problems. Okay. Amareswar. Amareswar. Mareswar. Sridhar.
So this process is same for any matrix, sir. 3 by 3 matrix. And
For 3 by 3 matrix also same, but 3 by 3 matrix somewhat difficult. Well, more operations needed to make this capital A to I.
once give that example, sir.
In the afternoon session, you will have that.
Okay, sir.
The PPT session, I only did that PPT. So you see that afternoon session, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that is a long answer question. You won't get in your objective examinations. Sai Charan.
Sir, afternoon no classes, no sir.
Oh, you'll have PPT, na?
No, sir. No classes.
No classes.
No classes. Okay, okay. Yeah, oh, so today you will have examination, na?
Yes, sir.
Then Monday they will play.
Sir, how many marks will be there, sir, for this type of questions in IT exams?
Some 4 marks, 5 marks like that they will give. In intermediate examination, it will be for 7 marks. But there is no more. This is not given in intermediate syllabus. Just Gauss-Jordan method is there. Gauss-Jordan. A very, very important method. Actually, for non-homogeneous equations, 3 methods are there. One is Cramer's rule. We learned that. One is matrix inversion method. That also we learned. But this is Gauss-Jordan method. That is a very big method. So, just using a echelon form only we can do. But in the examination, if he asks, using Cramer's rule, do this means you have to use Cramer's rule only. Using matrix inversion method means you have to find A inverse only. But if Gauss-Jordan method you have to use means you have to use Gauss-Jordan method only. It's a very big method. So ఇవాళ చెప్పను తర్వాత IP exams అప్పుడు చూసుకుందాం. ఇప్పుడే చెప్తే
in IP exam Gauss-Jordan method not there, no sir. In IP exam this year Gauss-Jordan method is not there, no sir.
Oh, it is excluded.
Yes sir, cancelled.
Oh, very, very lucky. Celebrate that. Celebrate that.